Hey, this is Mr. Davis here. You can see I've opened up Weavesilk and I made a little design that I'm going to use for an ornament. And we're going to bring this into Gravit and then into App Lab so we can make ourselves a nice project. So what I'm going to do here, first of all, is I'm going to save this picture. You can see I click the little camera, right click, save image to Google Drive. And why I like to save to Google Drive is it allows me to rename. Okay, I'm going to hit apply. And now I have a PNG in my Google Drive that I can use in Gravit. So let's go to Gravit. Let's open it up. As some of you remember, we're going to go to 320 by 450, which is the size of a cell phone. We're going to hit create. Okay. And because I'm going to have to cover up some layers, what I'm going to do is put a couple of guidelines in here. I like to have my Christmas ornament sort of in the middle. And I'll bring a guideline here, and this will just help me draw my circle later on. So now the image should be in Google Drive. So we're going to go import, place image, and you can see right down here I have a couple of my Weavesilk designs. So let's steal this one right here. And now you can see it's a little small, so we're going to make it bigger. Okay. Make sure you hold in shift. I'm going to get it right in the middle the best I can, using my up, down, left, right arrows on the computer keyboard. There we go. Now, some people like to crop just to make it look better. It's really not going to affect your drawing. So I'm going to take these two crop bars. I'm going to move them in. And then what I'm going to do is click on the background. Make sure my background is black. So we will have no overlaps. So what I'm going to do now is put a rectangle right on top of it. And this is where the guidelines help. Because it's going to be a Christmas design, I'm going to right away turn this to red, which for some reason you have to do it right away or it gets a little glitchy on you. I'm going to go to the ellipse tool, hold shift, and draw a circle approximately the size of my ornament. Move it right into the middle. And what I'm going to do is hold shift. So the circle is in front of the rectangle, which means we will be able to subtract it. Now, there you go. It's pretty close. So you get to this point. You might want to click on your circle. There we go. Hold shift. Let's make it a little bigger. Bring it around. There you go. Okay, now I'm going to take this and make sure it stretches. Shouldn't affect the circle very much. Here we go. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a little top for the ornament. I'm going to bring down a circle. This circle is going to have no fill, but it is going to have the third gray. I'm going to pick that for my color. Let's go back to it. Okay, I'm going to make this 8. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fill right out of it. There we go. And now I'm going to take my rectangle tool, just make a little cap. There you go. Only this one is going to be the exact opposite. We're going to make sure it has the same gray for a fill. Okay, and I'm going to get rid of this. And what I'm just going to do is highlight both of them. Make sure they're centered. I'm going to group them. You don't want it to be overly big. There we go. Right on line. Now what I think I'm going to do is take my text tool, and you could write Merry Christmas, okay, if you want. Happy Holidays, if you want. Maybe you want to pick a different style. Okay, lettering, like I said, let's take this. Since it's Christmas, let's go down. Let's pick one of these greens. There we go. We get rid of this. See if it'll cooperate this time. There we go. Darken it just a tad. Now, remember, when you're dealing with text, nice thing to do is convert to path. And you can take your text and stretch it out just like it's a shape. There we go. Now you could put Merry Christmas at the top if you want. Like that. Put your name down at the bottom. Okay? That's up to you. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go File, Save to File, and I'm going to call this Xmas card. Okay? And what I'm going to do is make sure it's in my drive. Now, what I want to be able to do is put this into App Lab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Export JPEG. Okay? Just like that. Save. Now what we have is we have the card done. And what we can do over here now is we can go to code.org. And what we're going to do is when code.org opens up, I'm going to go down on my dash to App Lab. Now I'm going to create a simple two-screen app. We are on Design, Screen 1, Welcome. I am going to take a button. I'm going to put it in here. And I'm going to stretch it out because this is kind of the way I like to do buttons. I'm going to take my background. Let's keep with the Christmas spirit, red. Click on the button. Let's get a better green. There we go. I'm going to put in here, click here. And as you can see, we have it centered a text, but we need to bring that up to like 40 point. There we go. And now you can put some sort of, text box in there like this if you want to put, click for your surprise. Now that doesn't look too professional there. Okay, one quick way to do this, let's copy this red, Control C, click up here. Let's go back in where it says background color and put that in so we don't see our box. Let's center our text. Let's bring it up to about, again, 40. And you can see the box is a little small, but that's okay. And I think this will look a little better. We go white. There we go. Now, what we're going to do is create a second screen. And we're going to call this card. I am going to drag the image icon into the corner. Drag it out. And what happens now is I get to choose my image. So I'm going to go upload file, and you can see it brings me right to my Google Drive. So what's going to happen here is, let's see, there we go. Here's the one I just made. We choose, we bring it in. Now it's going to be really simple. We're going to go to code on the event. We only have one button, so we didn't really even have to name it. Set screen. Okay, to card. Okay, and let's go run. Click here for your surprise. Brings us to our Christmas card. And now if you want to share that, click up here. Okay, you can copy this link and email to someone, or better than that, click on send to phone, type in someone's phone number, and they will get your Christmas card as a nice text message. So I would go up here, rename it. Hit save, and that is pretty much your project. So we've gone into Weavesilk, we've created an ornament, we've made a card in Gravit, and then we put it into App Lab so that we can send it out to someone. And that's it for today.